this video, I'll be discussing why you want to keep your total troop count below your hospital capacity and different ways to increase your hospital capacity. Now, to start off, there are three numbers that you always need to keep in mind, and they can all be found in the banner in the troop staging area inside your castle. And these three numbers are your total troops, your wounded, and soldiers inside. Now, your total troops is keeps account of every soldier you have for this castle in this kingdom. So even if they're out farming in ruins, reinforcing another castle, it's still going to be reflected here in the total troop number. Now, the second number is your wounded, which is your hospital capacity, and here it shows 0 beds taken out of 79,560. Now, this is how many soldiers this castle can currently support as wounded. And the third number is this soldiers inside number, which shows as 60,270. Now, this is significant because there are different ways that you can hide troops for specific events like KVK or kill event. And so what you would do is you would send your troops away from your castle to try to get them below this wounded capacity. But as you can see here, my total troops is well below my wounded capacity, so that's no big issue. A good rule of thumb for when you're growing your castle is to try to make sure that your total troops does not exceed your hospital's capacity. And the reason why, for example, is let's say that this hospital capacity was 50,000 and not 79. And I go to bed and wake up the next morning and, oh no, my castle has been zeroed. Well, because my hospital's only supported 50,000 troops, the extra 10,000 troops would be lost. They're dead. They're gone. I would have to completely retrain those troops, which is a lot more expensive and takes a lot longer than to just heal them. Now, there are 4 ways that you can increase your hospital capacity. The main one is by building and upgrading your hospitals. Now, you are limited to 8 hospitals per castle, and you're going to want to max that out. You want to have those 8 castles, and you want to try to keep them at the same level as your castle. Now, I'm a few levels behind, working on catching up, but one of these supports 5,500 wounded times 8, 44,000, and that little green number right there is bonuses from either research skills or a weekly bonus, which I'll discuss in a minute. But as you upgrade, that base wounded capacity grows, and so you can support more troops. Now, another way to increase is your institute. Going to the development tab, and if you look on the left hand side, you have this skill called extra beds. Now, each level of this increases the amount of wounded soldiers you can support by 2,000. And this is the first level of it. Now, once you advance a little while and you go down here, here's extra beds 2, 15 available levels. And again, each level increases the number of wounded soldiers by 2,000. So through research, you can increase your hospital capacity. And also through research by herbology, you can increase the healing speed, which can save you on some speed ups if that's the way you want to heal your troops. Now, a third way of increasing your hospital capacity is to go to your Lord skill points and to the assist tree. Over here on the left, after the first split, the left-hand side, you have this skill, hospital capacity, and each level of this increases the capacity of your hospitals. And that's just the first one. Go a little further, and again, here on the left side, you have 3. 1 increases the capacity, 1 increases the speed, and 1 decreases the amount of resources needed. The fourth way is to go over here to your tab. And the 7-day iron stockpile is $4.99 a week. And you see, not only do you get iron and gems, but you also get field hospital capacity plus 30,000, which is equivalent to having all 15 levels of extra beds 2 researched. So if you don't mind spending a little bit of money, that's a good way to increase your hospital capacity as well. But it's not necessary. As long as you can keep your total troop count below the capacity as you grow, you don't need to spend money. Although it might be a nice boost, like if you're at war and you want those extra troops. But now everything I've covered is specifically geared towards when you are on the defense. When you attack another castle, it's a little bit different, because by default you're going to lose troops unless you have certain skills, which we'll cover in a later video. But so by default you're going to lose troop regardless of your troop count, regardless of your wounded capacity. So what I'm telling you in this video is really only good for when you are being attacked and you are the defender. But having said that, you have a good one and stay safe out there.